Hello, welcome again. I am Dr. Nayan. In this video, we shall discuss today the working of the heart. In our previous video, we have seen the drawing of the heart. Now, let us have a quick revision. This is the right auricle. On the other side, left auricle. The right auricle opens down into the right ventricle. Similarly, the left auricle opens down into the left ventricle. Thus, four distinct chambers. Right auricle receives two veins, one superior vena cava and another inferior vena cava. The pulmonary aorta arises from right ventricle and the systemic aorta from the left ventricle. In between right auricle and right ventricle, we see tricuspid valve. Similarly, on the left side, bicuspid valve lies in between the left auricle and the left ventricle. At the base of pulmonary aorta is the pulmonary valve, and similarly at the base of systemic aorta is the systemic valve or aortic valve. This one is pulmonary vein opening into the left auricle. This is all about the internal structure of the heart. Now let us see the working of the heart. The heart is a force pump which beats throughout life and keeps the blood in circulation. The resting adult human heart beats about 72 times and pumps about 5.5 liters of blood per minute. For this, the auricles and the ventricles contract and relax alternately and regularly. Contraction of the heart chambers is known as systole, while the relaxation is called diastole. Thus, one complete systole and diastole makes one heartbeat or cardiac cycle. The venous blood from different parts of the body returns to the right auricle through caval veins. At the same time, oxygenated blood from the two lungs enters the left auricle through pulmonary veins. The two auricles contract almost simultaneously, forcing their bloods into the corresponding ventricles through their auriculoventricular apertures. Venous blood from right auricle passes through tricuspid valve into the right ventricle, while oxygenated blood from left auricle goes through bicuspid valve into the left ventricle. As the emptied auricles relax, the two ventricles contract. The great pressure closes the AV valves, preventing backward flow of blood into the auricles. At the same time, the semilunar valves at the bases of aortic arcs open. Thus, the venous blood of right ventricle is forced into the pulmonary aorta and is carried to the lungs for aeration. The oxygenated blood of left ventricle is pumped into the systemic aorta and is distributed throughout the body. When the ventricles relax, the closing of semilunar valves checks the backflow of blood. Here are some terms related with the working of the heart. One is double circulation. To make a complete circuit in the body, the blood passes twice through the heart. This is known as double circulation. The right side of the heart contains only venous blood, while the left side contains only oxygenated blood. A single heart contains two distinct pumps working side by side. The right side is related with receiving and pumping deoxygenated blood, while the left side is concerned with receiving and pumping oxygenated blood. And that's why we say two types of circulation in our body. One is pulmonary circulation. The circulation of blood in between heart and lungs is called pulmonary circulation. During this, the blood becomes oxygenated. Another is systemic circulation. Systemic circulation can be defined as the circulation of blood in between heart and different other parts of the body, the different organ systems. During this, the oxygen and nutrients are supplied to the body cells and the blood becomes deoxygenated. One another term is heart sounds. The sounds produced by the heart as it is beating are known as heart sounds. These are made by the valves in the heart slapping together and are called systolic and diastolic sounds. These sounds may be heard as lub and dub with the help of a stethoscope. The lub or the first sound is also called systolic sound because it is produced when the ventricles contract, and at this time the closing of bicuspid and tricuspid valves occurs. The dub or the second sound is also called diastolic sound as it is produced during the diastolic phase of the ventricles. When the semilunar valves present at the base of aorta get closed. Cardiac cycle. The sequence of events that occurs in the heart during one full heartbeat is termed as cardiac cycle. These events include contraction and relaxation of the chambers of the heart associated with opening and closing of the heart valves. At a resting heart rate, the human cardiac cycle is completed in about 0.8 seconds. Next, we have stroke volume. The stroke volume is the volume of blood expelled from each ventricle of the heart per beat. In a normal heart, it is about 70 milliliter. Cardiac output. It is the volume of blood pumped by the heart per minute. At rest, normal human cardiac output is about 5 liters per minute. Now let us talk about blood pressure. The blood pressure may be defined as the force or pressure exerted by the blood on the walls of the major arteries and the heart of the body. This pressure is higher during the contraction of the ventricles of the heart, and this is called systolic pressure, which forces the blood into the arteries. The blood pressure during diastolic phase of ventricles falls to its lowest level. This is called diastolic pressure, during which blood enters the heart. Blood pressure is measured in millimeters of mercury using an instrument called a sphygmomanometer. Normal blood pressure for a young adult human is in between 120 and 80 mmHg. The higher number is systolic blood pressure, while the lower number is diastolic blood pressure. Hypertension is the term used for higher value of normal blood pressure. If it is more than 140 systolic and more than 90 diastolic, then it is called hypertension or high blood pressure. Hypotension is the term used for low blood pressure when the pressure value falls below 110 and 70 millimeter of mercury column. That's all in this session. Stay tuned for upcoming videos. Do subscribe this channel. Also like and share this video with your friends. Thank you.